Welcome to When the Smoke Clears. I am the Recovery Plug. Okay, well, you know how I like to get my podcast started, always with a moment of silence followed by a serenity prayer for the addict who still suffers. If you would, a moment of silence, please. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. All right, well, let's get started. Well, how's it going, everybody? Well, it's going okay for me today. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel rejuvenated. I feel like, I can conquer the world. So I just wanted to, come out today and get a little bit of this outside air. And it's always good to take a walk and you know, see what's happening out in the world, you know what I mean? It's not good to always stay cooped up inside. You know what I mean? Get outside, get you some fresh air, see what the city has to offer. You know what I mean? And what the outside world looks like every now and then. And it's good to come out and just I can hear the birds chirping. The wind hitting me a little bit, the sun rays, and just being outside is always good. You know what I mean? It kind of it's good for me. It feels like a meditation or something like that. It kind of makes me. It's a good thinking process, I guess. I do a lot of stuff that um, when I'm outside, it I don't know. For me, it feels like it connects me back to where I need to be mentally. You know what I mean? Because it's peaceful, number one, and it's I when I'm out here, I think a lot about how how it was when I used to um, just go out and explore the outside, from a kid to an adult. I mean, I can remember being a kid and being able just to ride my bike anywhere the hell I wanted to. And usually it was always going out to some creek or going out to the lake, or me and my cousins would do that a lot. And just to be out exploring. We call it exploring, or hitting the trails and that sort of thing. And we'd go out to the creeks and just sometimes we'd go crawdad fishing, or just out there exploring shit. You know what I mean? And as an adult, I still do that, which is kind of freaking weird, but I still do that. And my thing now is that I go out and I do a little rock hounding. I look for freaking arrowheads and just different things like that. Now I got a metal detector that I got with me, and it's really cool to just, it's relaxing. And so it's something that I'm bringing back into my life, to where before, if I would be in some quote unquote, if my day started getting a little boring, or I just found myself with nothing to do anymore for that day, instead of just sitting there and watching TV, or just for me, back in the day, back in my addiction day, was to do exactly that. If I got bored, I used. If there's something, if I was planning to do something through the day, it would always involve, that had to be involved in my day, is the use of drugs and alcohol. And you know now, even today, I watched a couple of football games earlier. And usually when I would watch football games, it would be okay, well, let's go get the freaking 18 pack, and before I get back from the 18 pack, and I got to make a quick pit stop to get that little gram or whatever it was that I was going to do. You know what I mean? And maybe we, if I was hanging out with other dudes or whatever, then we had to stop to get their shit, and da da da. You know what I mean? So instead of doing all of that stuff that would usually bring up negative things later on in the day, um, it because I would never get whatever I was gonna get, watch the game, and that was gonna be it. It was always do that, and after the game, then okay, well let's go get another one, and then another one, and next thing you know, it's nighttime, and you're so okay, well let's keep on rocking and rolling until the morning, and it just never stopped. It just domino affected to, and then you either got in trouble with your significant other, or you missed, you forgot, oh shoot, I forgot I had to go do this with the kids, or I got to go do this with the family, and bam, that was all over. And then now you're in the doghouse, you know what I mean? So things never got any better. And, today I'm able to still see the games, be enthused about the game, and doing things like this, it takes up the time of me going out and thinking about getting the 18 pack, thinking about going getting the gram or whatever, you know what I mean? So instead of hanging out with, the people that community in the sense that I would hang out with, now I channel my thoughts and my thinking and my behaviors in a different way. So now that the games, I'm done watching the games for today. Now I'll say, well, now it's time for me to do my podcast video. And so I go pick a choose a place that to go do it. And today I chose outside to do it here, And after I do this, then I'm going to gear myself up. I'll go put all my things up, and then I'll get my bags together and everything, and I'll go and hit my my Saturday meeting. And that's going to take care of my evening and my nighttime. And when I get back over here to Cross Point, then I'll spend the rest of my afternoon or my rest of my night, watching movies with the fellas or whatever, and then, finding my way to bed after, it's dark or whatever, and getting ready for tomorrow, Sunday, and it starts over again. But I make sure that I set those healthy boundaries for myself, and I know that my day's going to go well because I'm setting those healthy boundaries, and I'm aware of what I'm doing, and not, in that addictive state, and where it was just, doing things that were unhealthy in a sense. Putting yourself within unhealthy boundaries always leads to unhealthy things. So I'm kind of glad that I'm, here now, able to do the things that I'm able to do without having to revert to any of that dark stuff when I was in the world of addiction and abuse and all that kind of stuff, because it never brought good things into my life. It was always kept me stagnant in my life in a negative sense, and it never progressed to anything positive, that's for sure. So today there was some people that came over to the facility where I'm at, and they were here on gratitude and appreciation and compassion and just the thing that they do. They took time out of their Saturday to come and talk to us and share, a meal with us, and gave us a few things. And it was really, really awesome to know that there's people out there who are, advocates of veterans like myself, and advocates of homeless people like myself, and other, folks here at the same facility where I'm at are going through the same type of situation. And to have people like the ones that came in that were, that they don't have to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They took time out of their Saturday to come and share a meal with us, and to, bring us these, little kits of supplies, like, a little hygiene kit and that sort of thing. And it was great, man. And then just having conversations with somebody who actually cares, having conversations with quote unquote positive people. And when you do things in your daily activities that are positive and that are good, then you attract positive and good things. And nowhere in part of my day was it negative, and it was positive, and it still is today. And that's my name. My name is Joel. I'm with the veterans already. And so I'm in the facility. So there was they're just taking roll call and stuff like that. And on the facility that I'm at, they have there's veterans, and then there's a couple other floors that house the VOPs, what they call them, and those are the folks who are incarcerated, coming out of prison terms and stuff like that, and coming back into society. So this is just like a transitional facility for them as well, and it is something that is it's awesome though, because you get groups like the ones that came in today who actually care, and they do, because they don't have to spend their Saturdays doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? But they did. They spent their Saturdays, grabbing some food, grabbing all these things that they brought us. Somebody had to pay for it, and whether they got it through donations or they paid out of their own pocket, I have no idea. But all I know is that they came over here and shared with us, and then had a spiritual word, prayer thing there at the end with us, and it was really great. And to know that there's people out there who legitimately and that they really care for you, and care what happens to people who are in those types of situations. And so that's one of the reasons that I do this podcast, is to bring awareness of recovery and addiction and homelessness, because I've been there myself, and to advocate to veterans, women and men veterans, and everybody. It isn't. You don't have to be a veteran for you to get a helping hand or a word from me or any of the other organizations that I deal with. You also they also help just your fellow man, people in the community who are facing homelessness, who are facing drug addiction, who are find themselves in this PTSD state, in this mental state of depression or anger or any of those types of things. There's resources out there that are there to help, and the resources that came today to this facility was exactly that. It was helping people, and veterans in specific, because they too were veterans, and they're just out there spreading word, and sharing things that have helped them along the way to get to where they're at now. And it's a good feeling to know people like that, and to have people like that actually are doing their due diligence, and the legwork to go out and help and share, and that sort of thing. And man, it just you really get to appreciate those things, once you are not in that negative realm. Because I know that when I was in full-blown addiction, I didn't give a shit about anything. I didn't care about. I mean, I stopped even really going out and being with my family and that sort of thing, and interacting with my kids. I started finding myself slowly fucking staying away from them, and which was the really bad thing to do. And I'm grateful. I'm really grateful that I'm not there anymore doing that. And man, I talk to my kids on a daily basis, and it's just it's amazing, man. It's to know that you're still dad. You know what I mean? That there's somebody out there who still needs their daddy, in a sense. And for me, that's motivation enough. That I'm so grateful that I'm here today, sober and happy, and able to be there for people that really need me. And so I do this podcast to spread the message, to be an advocate, to be a messenger, I guess, of hope, of just a messenger of faith, of, of proof that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that being in that stronghold, in that darkness of addiction, that darkness of mental health, that darkness of being depressed, that darkness of being alone, of feeling lonely, of feeling angry, of that whole PTSD thing. Because I'm a person who has a neurological brain disease in the form of traumatic childhood experiences, drug addiction, and PTSDs, and I'm grateful to be able to have my mind and my soul clear and I have this clarity in a sense that I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do, and this is one of them. And this is one of them, is to spread the message, to help as many brothers and sisters as I can to get out of the dark world of addiction and homelessness, and to be in living proof that there is hope, that there's a way to do it, because it's happened for me, and it's happening for me. I'm in the process, and it's by no means an easy road, but by no means was it easy. Was it an easy road to become an addict? You know what I mean? And I had to work at it. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't know it when I was in that dark realm. I mean, I got there because I had to do stuff to get there, and it wasn't a good road. But I'm glad to be out of it, and I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here and able to talk to you, and just maybe encourage somebody. And if I can encourage just one person, then my due diligence is working. My due diligence in sharing things that have helped me along the way, and sharing those that maybe it'll help somebody else along their journey, then that's what I'm here for. So I appreciate everybody listening. And one thing that I do ask, if you're listening to this message and if you're here this long, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment, leave me a message, give me a thumbs up, and share my channel. And it would really help me in sharing the message of helping people in addiction and recovery, and homelessness in our community and around the world. And I got a few projects coming up that I really think are going to be a positive, and I really think they'll help people. But I can't do it without any help. And so if you would, please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel, share my channel, give me a thumbs up. I'd really and greatly appreciate it. So thank you, and until the next time on When the Smoke Clears, I am the Recovery Plug.